Hey guys, it's your boy, Pussy Popper69. I got my dick stuck in a Sprite bottle today, so that's where we're gonna start this off.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
And but like before it got stuck, obviously, how did it feel in the Sprite bottle?
It was pretty good. My massive dong is just too big, so it wasn't that comfortable.
Yeah, I imagine
I've now lost circulation and half of my dick is dead. Cells have died.
But don't worry, I've still got a good 10 inches.
With no head, just a stump penis.
What? No head? Hi.
Yeah, hello.
Welcome back to the 15 podcast, where I feel really weird having episodes past 15 and being like, "This is."
I know. I know.
It does feel very strange.
I mean, in a way, that's funny.
I'm your host, Togs, and joined by our co-host,
Me, Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although it feels like we've had Jen on like 4 or 5 times.
I'm actually here!
This is the first time we're actually getting Jen on the podcast.
Watch this video like get corrupted or something, and
because we had an episode up, but then we just weren't happy with the quality of that.
Forbidden content.
Yeah. Then we tried to record another one, but we weren't sure if you would show up or not, so we recorded it. And then we had everyone here. I was a sleepy little boy, so I needed to go to bed. I could not record for an entire ass hour.
I forgot this was the 4th one we tried.
It is.
Yeah, I thought we were on 3.
I was being hyperbolic, but yeah, no, it really is.
I'm finally here, and you're welcome.
And you're fucking welcome.
You're welcome.
And we had the best clickbait title for your episode as well.
What's the best title?
It was like a used sex toy.
Oh, yes, because we wanted that clickbait.
Yeah.
We should tell that story again. That's a good story.
Pop sex in the title and watch the cash money.
Exactly. You need just a picture of a woman on the front and then the word sex, and then boom, you've got every 12-year-old.
We'll just the whole title will just be the word sex. We drop the rest of the title, where it's like the 15 podcast, yada yada yada, just sex.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got.
I mean, we could.
So how are you boys doing?
I just woke up a bit ago. I meant to start recording 50 minutes ago.
It do be like that sometimes.
It do be.
It do. I'll start off with a funny little story that happened to me today.
Oh.
I was at D&D today.
Yes.
First of all, I woke up at 11 and I D&D at 12. And I just forgot we had D&D, so I was just like chilling, scrolling through Jump, but then I looked at my Facebook messages and I looked at the group chat and I was like,
Oh, whoopsies! Yeah.
I got in the car and got on my way and had zero preparation for the session today. But then while I was at D&D, I got a call from my parents that was like choppy as hell. I was like, but the gist of what I got is we are refugees at the Melbourne border. Obviously, my parents are white. Yeah, but eventually we got good signal. Because Melbourne is really struggling with COVID. They are really struggling with COVID. So they're closing their borders down. So my parents were like, we need to get back to Sydney. We need to get back to me and my brother, to our family, immediately. So they left at like 2:00. So they're even though we're recording this late at night, they've just sent me a message saying they'll arrive at 10:45 this evening.
Ooh, so right when the recording finishes.
Hopefully.
That's big timing energy.
Yeah, I mean, if they show up and Tog's like, gotta go, that's going to be the perfect way to end. So
bye.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Peace. 20 episodes is enough. That's just how it is.
Well, not end. Just end this specific one.
No, it's over.
It's over.
One
It's
day,
never happened.
one day
You
it will
finally
be.
got your white whale of me on the podcast. It's over.
Have you guys seen the Anakin verse Obi-Wan scene, but it's voiced by Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck?
I haven't, but I can very much imagine it.
It's very good because when Anakin, spoiler alert, when Anakin gets his like fucking legs cut off and shit and he catches fire, it's very funny just listening to, instead of like Anakin groaning, it's just Donald Duck being like just quietly in the background.
Anytime you mention violence in Mickey Mouse, my brain just goes, take the shot.
Take the shot, Mickey. Goofy.
You're a coward.
You're a coward, Mickey.
I don't understand your references.
It's from Prosy D.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Just
boy.
It's like Uptown Goof, where it's like Goofy singing Uptown Funk. It's like, isn't that fight? Oh, Michelle, fight for that.
Yup.
And then like the police break, it's like the copyright police like break in, and he's like, oh geez, and he's like running away. And then Mickey obviously used to be a gang member with him, but has since joined the police in the hunt for Goofy. And he finally corners Goofy and like has like the gun trained on him, and Goofy's just like, take the shot, Mickey. And then Mickey can't do it, and he just ends up sobbing, and Goofy's just like, you're a coward, Mickey. Always were.
Step away from the microphone.
So what just happened there, Jen, with the microphone?
Whenever Togs goes near the microphone and speaks really close into it, it physically gets me.
Like, gets you going? Like, what do you mean? Like,
no, it's the opposite of ASMR. It's the worst feeling on the planet. It's like Togs is literally behind me, being like, hello, and I'm like, ah.
I honestly think that's part of the appeal.
Hey guys,
Oh,
it's a really soft episode of I Love You today.
We're doing soft time.
Oh, okay, let's get soft.
You're a coward, Mickey. You always.
Okay. Dogs.
Yes.
I have been doing some snooping.
Sorry, we need to describe our relationship as well. We can do that in a second.
Oh right, we're friends.
Yes.
You can do that. I was just gonna tell you that you have a playlist called She Slaps, and the fact that Veronica's Untouched is on there is everything.
Yeah, I fucking like every now and then I just go back and revisit the, oh my god. Sorry. I revisit the Veronicas and I'm always really happy. Okay, I open Spotify to go look at my playlist. Okay. I'm going to send a photo in the chat, but I'm going to do my best to describe it on this visual podcast. So, my friend searched for a song that's called like, it's something about a guitar, and it sounds like a song name, but then like Spotify gave him, yeah, it's really hard. It's like Daddy loves to tease baby girl with whining.
Oh my god.
No.
It's like While We Weep or something is like While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Yes.
Do you want me to put this in?
By the Beatles. You can put in whatever you like, but it's from the Spotify user Daddy Orgasms.
How?
Which is a podcast where it's just this guy doing like ASMR, but he's moaning and fapping and shit.
You've listened to a few of them.
Oh, I had to. Yes, absolutely. I went down the rabbit hole. You can see how little I've listened to on that photo though. The thing is, I was a little excited to try it and see what it was and see if it was like a good vibe, because like I don't know, maybe it is kind of hot, but it's like a guy with like a voice less deep than ours, Riley. It's like our age, but it's just like, oh yeah, you're gonna make me come. Oh
God.
It's like, it's not like deep and grumbly. It's just like some like young straight white twink just fucking
you know what,
microphone and like being like, oh yeah, daddy.
Give me the link to that. I'll put it in the description.
just search podcast Daddy.
promo this dude.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's a good title, Daddy Orgasms. Yeah.
I do
Daddy
like that.
Orgasm by Live.
By
Okay.
by Live.
The
I'm
podcast.
going to segue away from this supremely disturbing topic. How do we know each other, Togami?
Yes. How do we know each other, Riley? I feel like I've spoken a lot.
Riley, explain our own relationship to us.
So as far as I know, I'm sure you've told me the story. Okay, so they met in
Okay, well,
high
how about
school.
you and Jen's relationship? Yeah.
Me and Jen's? Okay.
Yeah.
No, Riley has to do.
Riley has to explain our relationship.
Yes.
And then
Well,
you
you can-
do.
Yes or no on how good it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do you two. Togs does us two, and then Jen, you do Togs and I. Okay.
You're a
So-
mystery. I'll make it up.
Ooh, okay. Gamer.
Gamer time. Okay. So you were in high school together to
Mhm,
begin
mhm.
with,
Mm-hmm.
and then you stopped being in high school, but you stayed in contact. And then high school ended, and now you're like best friends.
No. I will fault you for a detail on that. Vague and stupid as that was.
I am vegan stupidity is all I have.
You started so gently. You were like, there is a fault there, and the fault is that you're dumb.
There's a fault there, you fucking moron. No, Jen and I were best friends before we left high school. It was not a post high school development.
So you started in primary school? Is that what you mean?
No,
No. We said we left high school, then became best.
Oh, okay.
we met when Tox was in year 7.
I was in year 8.
8.
You were in.
I can't tell time. I don't remember high school.
So it was we will have been best friends for 8 years in October. No, September.
Woo.
Wow, your birthday is coming up.
Old. Okay, Togs, do me and Riley.
Okay, I don't remember this. I know it's via Hannah.
Well, to be fair,
No. You also went to, was it Markiplier?
Markiplier?
No. You met at a concert. Was it Panic?
No, it was a movie.
It was a movie. Oh, it was Deadpool 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was Deadpool 2. And then Riley saw Hannah again later at some kind of concert. I want to say it was Panic.
Ninja fuck party.
Yes. Ninja Frolic Party.
Yeah.
And then the two of you just ended up connecting, and Jen and Hannah are wives, so naturally that led to you two having a relationship and meeting and vibing.
Yes.
It was quite the vibe. Yes. And what's crazy is I was talking to Hannah with this like 2 days ago or something. Is because you guys are like you and Hannah are wives. Which, by the way, Hannah, episode 18. Oh, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good episode.
I did enjoy that episode.
So you two are wives, and then there's me and my wife, which you haven't met my wife, but I feel like that completes like the square of wives.
The wife square.
Is it Juliet?
Yeah, Juliet's my wife.
Okay.
Have you met Togs' wife?
Who's your wife, Togs?
Hey Casper, how you doing?
Oh, okay.
No, that's problematic. I don't know. Probably the player's handbook.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So what? Husband and wives are not bound by blood. Like.
Well, no. My husband is somewhere in the monster manual.
Oh.
Monster manual.
I receive. Let me go back and find it. At 2 in the morning, I receive with no warning. I receive a text from Jen. Sorry, no, it was the 16th of February, 2018, at 3:07 in the morning.
Receipts.
I receive a text that just says Monster Manual. More like husband catalog.
I remember this actually. I remember you telling this last time.
I wake up to read this. I open my phone. I turn on read receipts. I then turn off read receipts, close my phone, and go back to bed.
I knew I was in deep shit when that red message popped up.
That is the only time I've ever turned on read receipts.
I was like, oh boy.
Good.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
So,
Oh.
Jen,
Oh,
now
I
it's
need to
your
use that.
turn.
Okay, let me weave you a tale.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Now-
wait, sorry. Before I do start, you were actually there when I met Tog, so I hope you get it right. So,
Here's the
Okay.
thing. I don't remember it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my best dramatic recreation.
Okay.
You'll see.
Yeah, shoot.
It was a warm summer day.
Yep.
Sorry, I can't take myself seriously. It was a warm summer day, and me and Togme were walking slowly by a river. But then, alas, a loose pebble causes Togs to plunge into the water. I'm sitting there on the side. Help! Help! I can't swim! And Riley dives in. I don't. I'm talking out my ass. I don't remember. We were chilling, and you were there.
It was at one point.
Yeah,
Oh, that was when.
yeah,
Sick.
and then there was a drive, and the drive was an amazing night.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember any of that.
I don't think you were there for the drive, but
You were not there for the drive. You had taken Candy home.
Oh yeah, I
think.
took Candy home. I was barely there that night.
Yeah,
I
because
showed up for like 10 minutes, and then I took Candy home.
was fucking far away. Yeah.
no, you
Yeah.
were there for a good while because I remember there was you, Hannah,
like
and
8
I, and there was that guy. Remember?
That dude.
You remember that guy? Yeah.
The dude, yeah.
There are a lot of guys at Spawn Point.
No, there was the guy because I remember you, Hannah, and I. We went out to like other bars, and that guy followed us. Around. Well, you guys went with the guy, and I sort of followed you.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that happened. And,
That's weird.
yeah, and
Vague and threatening.
he wouldn't like
Yeah.
leave. Yeah.
It was vague and threatening. It's a good afternoon, a vague and threatening one.
Vague and threatening, vague and stupid. Is this just a vague episode?
Hi, welcome to episode 20 of the 15 podcast. Sexy vague posting.
Yeah, that's actually a great title.
Do you guys remember
I'm gonna
that thing
say
that
that.
happened that one time with that guy?
That
Sorry.
was sexy and vague. I will give you that.
Riley,
Yeah.
tell us about, was it last weekend?
It was last Sunday night. Yes. So 8 days from recording this. Almost exactly 8 days.
So, Jen, was that your mum?
That was my sister coming in to yell at me for
That's
being too
her.
loud, and I told her to go away.
Let's get your sister on the cast.
Oh, not
I
for
mean,
this
my
story.
mum will be here in a second. So,
Fuck yeah.
You should put my mum on the podcast.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get her on. We'll plan episodes.
we'll get a mum episode.
Yes.
I don't know if my mum will. I don't know if I want my mum knowing I do this.
Togs, has my mum ever spoken to your mother?
I don't know.
I know my dad's met your mother.
I know. Yeah, our business parents, TM, know one another.
But that's through business.
Which is also like the wider Sydney thing. Like they just know each other because they're both execs.
I was like, oh yeah, you know, Tog and his mother, this, and then my dad was like, oh, I know her, and I was like,
yeah, because your dad has been like given like women's awards and shit, which my mum like fights for.
My dad keeps being invited to speak at Women's Day events, and he's like, what the fuck?
Because he's out here saying all women are queens.
He's just like, all women are queens. And they're like, what about the thoughts? And he's like, even the thoughts.
Even the thoughts.
The thoughts are queens. You see, he made the mistake of raising us to be like strong and outspoken. So now when we're strong and outspoken, he's like, oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, I don't think our mothers have ever spoken.
That could be a fun gimmick for an episode. We just drop them in and I just sit here silently recording it.
I do not know if they would get along.
Oh yeah, if it goes bad.
I can't imagine either of our parents not getting along. With,
True. But my mom's big gremlin energy.
You know, speaking of parents.
Yeah, but that's like your mum has good social graces, not like eternal goblin.
Eternal Goblin, good band name.
I was actually gonna say
We should
that's
start a
actually
band name.
that was actually my name in prison.
We're getting so distracted. 8 days ago.
Yes, 8 days ago, Jen and Hannah were hanging out. You were meant to go do something with Merida. Is that their name? Merida.
Yeah.
Yes. And then they bailed, and then they were like, let's bring Riley. He has weed, and then. Because I still strongly believe that's the only reason I was invited.
No! We actually find you entertaining.
Well,
You were invited purely because you'd never seen Jennifer's body before.
no, I was invited before you decided that was the movie we were going to watch.
Well, that's when Hannah was like, Riley's coming.
That's when she told you? Oh my god. Oh my
Hannah
god.
knows I don't care.
Okay, well, still.
Like, you're always allowed. That's
Okay,
chill.
that's true. Because, like, basically how it was pitched to me was like, hey, do you want to come with me and Jen? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then she was like, do you have weed? And I was like, yeah. So, oh yeah, let's out each other on the podcast. We smonk. Ha ha ha.
This is not the royal we.
Yes, well, it's
Not the Ptolemy.
it's the me and Jen we. The G in me.
Just for like, sorry, Jesus, if you're listening to this podcast.
Stop, bro.
It ain't me. Hey man, Jesus created the plants. We can use the plants. And he died for us. He died for our sins if we don't smoke.
He died for nothing.
He died in vain.
The severe blasphemy coming out of my mouth. I'm sorry, Mother.
Oh, is she religious?
Not really. Not as religious as my sister is.
Okay.
Oh, that's a story actually. Your mum being religious.
Oh, she was so sad. She
Yeah.
thought you wouldn't like her anymore.
Yeah.
She cried.
So even though I've known Louise for had known Louise for many years, and she had dropped me home many a time from ping pong.
Ping pong.
But that is how Jen and I met. We played ping pong.
Okay.
As our representative sport. No, I'm non-rep sport. I'm non-rep.
Yeah. God, representative ping pong.
When I discovered that Jen's mum and sister were religious, I was just like, oh, funky. I never knew that. That's so interesting. And then Louise got like so upset and worried that I was going to think of her differently because of it.
That's so
Because
heartwarming.
Let's be real. Very not straight vibes in young little Togme.
I mean, to this day.
To this day, it's goddamn obvious.
I am.
My mom was like,
I am audibly queer.
It's like he'll think I don't like the gays.
The gays.
I love the gays.
The
And I was
gays
like, I
Tia.
know, Mom.
Louise,
I know, Mom.
your daughter is married to a woman. Like
Iconic. I'm pretty sure my parents were kidding. You remember the giant debate my family had?
which?
When you came to my sister's like 21st?
Oh yeah. I must be dating you, or I must be gay.
No, it was we were dating or we were both gay.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, there we go.
It split the family in half. They were arguing over it. I was like, whoa. The answer is yes, but no.
The answer is the latter.
Yeah, but we gay, bro.
You know, speaking of togs and gay and parents, I actually have an anecdote. Apparently,
my gay parents? What?
No, you'll see. It fits into all those categories.
Okay.
Apparently, Hannah's parents think I'm gay and have a massive crush on you, and that's why we do the podcast. So that's T, apparently.
Welcome to the club. What happened to somebody else?
I can't tell if you're reacting
I
positively.
mean, like, can you blame them? You know what I was saying? Oh, it's really hard to like smile looking at pregnant Phineas.
How's it not hard to smile?
Okay. Did you know that everybody in my uni was convinced that you, me, and Hannah were in a throuple, Togs?
I did know that. Yes, we have discussed that. Yes, which I mean, not that I'm like openly poly or even ready for a relationship right now, but like that'd be hot.
Yeah, it'd be a great relationship.
And then I'll
We're
hang out with
married by
you.
now. You could be there
like-
too, Riley, with your big crush on Togs.
like the three of you just vibe and smoke weed, and then I drive you guys because I'm sober
We drive
and I can
places.
drive.
God, I can't drive.
Yeah,
We
I can't
keep
drive either.
getting distracted.
Yeah, what were we even talking about?
8 days ago,
Oh, 8 days ago. So
Ah.
and you making questionable choices.
it wasn't that questionable. So okay, so I was hanging out with Hannah and Genevieve, and
So-
huh?
I said, "Sir,
Oh, so
idiot, sir."
So came over. We watched a movie called Jennifer's Body, which I'd never seen, and they were both very surprised that I hadn't seen. And anyway, it's about like a succubus girl. I don't know. Have you seen it, Togs?
Nope.
You'd
Okay.
love it.
You probably would vibe.
Yeah, succubi sound right up my alley.
Yeah, it's like Megan Fox that just eats boys.
Oh. Okay.
Like literally. And so we watched the movie. We ordered Uber Eats. It was a nice little time. And then the three of us went back to Hannah's room and we started like smoking up and stuff. And
Smoking up.
like Jen and I played with a highlighter. That was a lot of fun. And
That was the most entertaining thing.
it was entertaining. It was very entertaining.
Oh, Hannah has like a nipple ball that is so satisfying to squeeze.
Nipple. I don't know this nipple ball.
I broke that.
Oh.
Not on purpose.
What's a nipple ball?
It was like a squishy ball that was shaped like a nipple.
Well,
It felt like a titty.
Right.
Yeah.
What was its original purpose?
No.
Stress
That was yeah. It's a stress ball.
Okay.
It feels like a titty.
Right.
Keep going.
And then around 11:30
Yep.
or so, I was like, I want to call Togs. And then I called him on Messenger. Luckily, he was awake. And we had a little conversation. And the whole time, Hannah and Jen are like, that's a bad idea. Don't do it. And I'm like, I want to talk to him.
We were just like, don't expose us like this.
It's not that exposing. I'm sure Togs knows you guys do that once in a while.
Yeah.
Well, smoke the weed.
But it's more like you feel the crushing disappointment and the judgment.
I'm not.
No. I am violently pro weed.
I know.
Yeah, just because you don't partake does not mean you're not.
Yeah. It doesn't mean I'm not cool.
It's like you look at me and I'm just like, oh.
Let me just tell you, I wasn't judging you for the weed. That was not where the judgment was coming from.
No, we're just being idiots. Yeah, I'm not worried about being judged for the weed. I'm worried about being judged for being stupid because I know I am.
Yeah, I'm curious. On the camera, could you see Jen and I playing with the highlighter?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know if that was something you were aware of. But I like.
What was that like for you, Togs?
Yeah, what was it like?
Extremely awkward.
I would have thought so.
I'm quite good in awkward situations. I'm not a stranger to like, just like grinning and bearing it and like talking with people. I'm not huge on worrying about that stuff.
Yeah, that's why you're so good on the podcast.
And even though three of you are some of my best friends, I had no fucking clue what I was doing there. I was sitting there. You guys were just baked.
360
and there was no reason I was called Riley. It was just like, I want to talk to you.
It's Riley's big gay crush.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what we'll title this episode. Riley's big gay crush.
Riley's sexy, vague, big K crush.
Ooh.
Well, it can only be so long. If it's, I mean, I guess it can be as long as we want. But yeah, and I don't know. It was fun. I liked calling you. It was good. And they didn't vibe with it, but I vibed with it.
I didn't vibe with
Look,
it.
None of us vibed with it but you were happy.
This is something I always do when I get drunk or high. I just go through my messenger and call whoever. That's just something I always
just
do. You
wanted
can
to
ask
go back
anyone.
to eating with Bob.
You haven't stopped yet. You haven't. It's gone well every time.
Yeah, usually. There's this guy I've called a few times, which has become quite notably funny. There's a guy called Russell, and he's a manager at the local EB Games. So I only know him through EB Games, but we added each other on Messenger just because I'm a frequent enough, shopper. And
God, you're friendly.
basically, I called him one time, just absolutely pissed off my tits, and he was like on a bus and he was having a really bad day, and he said it like it cheered him up that I called him drunk, and that was good. Russell's nice. Maybe we'll get Russell on the podcast. I haven't asked him.
Speaking of vaguely friendly, I was approached the other day by this old lady on the bus, and she asked me a question or something about where to go, and I realized that I have lost my vaguely threatening, vaguely threatening, like, aura.
Were you ever threatening?
What color's your hair right now?
It's purple,
Ah.
but like really light purple because it's nearly faded out. It's like pastel purple.
Hmm.
But like I'm in my full giant boots, spikes, grumpy look on my face. But I'm apparently not threatening anymore.
Maybe just older people are used to it now.
Yeah, I can't say. I mean, obviously I'm desensitized, but I can't say you've ever been threatening.
Not to you, but I had a great aura of never speak to me that I could pull off.
Maybe that old woman was
Even
just
when I
very
was-
desperate for information.
Maybe.
Or maybe she's maybe she's one of those old people who just
But
doesn't give a shit.
I had it perfected at Woolworths. When I worked at Woolies. Like, I had it perfected if it's ask somebody else your fucking questions, please. But, like, without saying it and without looking mean. Like, it was just the don't talk to this person vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I've lost it.
How unfortunate. How do we get your groove back?
I don't know.
How Jen got her groove back.
I don't know, my mother said the other day she didn't think I could kill a man, and I was rather offended.
Would you like to kill me?
I might.
Well, I'm just saying, because then you can prove to your mom, and I get to die.
Yeah.
So.
Hi guys, welcome to the episode 20 of the 15 podcast, where we vaguely kill Riley on.
Well, we said this would be the last one.
we said that off recording, but also that's not true. Hopefully, to be fair, we don't know what's gonna happen. But
well, if we kill you, it won't be another one.
I can give Togs my login information to my YouTube, like when I die, like in
but
my
you'll
will.
be dead.
No, like I'll put it in my will.
You definitely won't make another one.
Yeah, exactly. I won't. Like, do you know how to use OBS and stuff? That's about it. I just click record. Oh, and you'd have to do the paint. Blah. Could you imagine? Which actually, Togs, I do want to try that sometime. I want you to do the paint, like, for an episode and see how that
that'll
goes.
Be fun.
Ooh, vibes.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, a fun little
vibes.
gimmick, cute little gimmick. Yeah, because I'm curious to see how another person would do it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Where I'm not resizing the images by by manually typing in the dimensions.
I'm used to. I know what sizes things need to be. I understand.
I still think you were the only person ever.
Oh my god.
The setting is there. People
You're
use
the only one.
Here comes the sun. Sorry, because that tied into earlier. Did we mention your parents yet, Dogs? Or have we not mentioned that yet?
We've mentioned.
Okay.
What about how they're refugees in the Melbourne water?
And how they might just randomly show up.
That was the first thing we mentioned
yes.
on the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was like pre-pod recording, like pre-conversation, you know. What else? I know we had a few topics. What were the topics?
I had a music thing.
Okay,
I just
go
need
music.
to ask myself because I always forget this. Togs, do you listen to Pentatonics or not?
No.
I thought not.
I have a single pentatonic song in my playlist.
I like when they were at like the peak of their existence, like Daft Punk. But
that's why I thought about Pentatonics, because I was thinking about Avi.
Yeah, Arvy's good.
Have you listened to Arby yet?
I mean, what from Arvy? I know
Anything?
Is Avi a person?
Change
Yes,
on
Arvy
the
Kaplan.
Rise. And what's the other good one?
The you can change it. Down.
Down, yeah. Get down and get down.
God, it didn't take me 4 years this time.
He's a big bearded man.
He is a big
Yes!
with
just-
a very deep voice.
I just Googled
Bearded
him.
Men in the Forest is a really good music genre. It's one of the few music genres that Togs and I kind of have some overlap in.
One of the
Bearded
few.
men singing in the forest. We listen to very different music, I think. Some overlaps, but quite different.
Right. I assumed you two were just like vibing on all cylinders regarding music.
No.
No.
Not entirely.
That's me and Hannah.
Like the pop rock overlaps, like 21 Pilots, Panic at the Disco, and
Hosier?
the
gay?
yeah, the Gaelic forest fae tunes overlap. So Hosier, and then Jen, you obviously know who my favorite artist in the world is.
Yes.
Is
it Florence?
Yes, it is Florence and the Machine.
Oh, I know Florence and the Machine. A couple songs.
I don't listen to Florence at all. Not one thing.
Okay, well you don't have to. It's totally optional.
No, it's just interesting because I always give stuff to Togs to listen to, and it's like there's a 1 in 10 chance Togs will actually do it. And like, I was so shook when you actually listened to Arby because it took me 4 years to get you to listen to Hosier.
Yeah, and did not look back.
But you didn't even listen to his new things because I was like, listen to the new stuff.
No, when his EPs were coming out, I listened to them. Yeah,
You listened to the second EPs and you were like, wow, Hosier is really good, and I just about thwacked my head against a wall.
Yeah, I just didn't listen to Hosier before.
Yeah. But what
before I think it was
Nina
what was
Cried
the one
Power.
where I like pissed my Nina Cried Power, and
Where you pissed your what?
I like one of them came out and I was just shooketh. It was so good.
Oh, but you didn't actually like pee yourself.
No,
Okay.
but I did listen to it on the toilet.
I
I
mean,
think the first time.
who doesn't listen to music on the toilet?
Do you listen to Hosier, Riley?
I
Maybe
honestly,
it's
I
new
couldn't tell you a single thing about them.
You probably have heard "Take Me to Church."
Oh, okay, yeah, I've heard that. I've just
Take Me to
googled the
Church.
man. The man. He's got hair.
Take me to church.
He looks a bit
What is
like
your-
Liam from last episode.
Liam looks like him.
Remember when we subjected Ashley to every single song Hosier has ever sung on the way back from Coonabarabran?
Kuda Vobble what?
Oh yes, Coonabarabran is where Hannah used to live.
Oh,
And we were driving back from there, and Togs gave me the aux cord, and we just listened to nothing but Hosier.
And Harry Potter.
man, I really want to have another road trip with. Well, not that did a road trip before, but I really want to have a long drive with you again, Togs. That was so nice.
You can't see it, but I'm not dabbing right now.
Good. I'm not dabbing either.
Going on a drive with Togs is a real big vibe.
I know. Again, like best drive of my life. I've mentioned it a few times before. That was so good.
I love driving people. Which is really weird, but
you, me, and Hannah vibing to LA Devotee.
with Hannah out standing through my sunroof. Yeah.
And speeding.
I mean, we would never
Legal.
do that. It is highly illegal, and that is
We
very
were definitely going the speed limit.
But I think we were going the speed limit actually.
At
Just
some
like
point.
just because it was on like suburb back streets that she lives on, so it's like the turns were very tight. So 50 feels like fast.
So we went straight down, and we went down what's the really long road around there?
I
It's
don't
a
know.
really long, windy one that's really great.
Which will not be Wakehurst Parkway. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I was like,
nowhere.
it will not be named because I don't want to out Hannah's.
Yeah.
Nah, it's extremely long.
Yeah,
Right.
Wakehurst Parkway goes through that.
Yeah. It's not a Really?
Whoa,
Fuck's
the
sake.
dishwasher's empty? Fuck,
I know.
alert!
She had to tell me because it's my job to fill it.
And it is my favorite road in Sydney, Wakehurst Parkway.
It's the best road in
pretty good
Sydney.
road, yeah. Except we didn't take that when we drove together, dogs.
Yes, because well, I wouldn't take it to get to your house.
No, because we went to Hannah's.
Not that we know where your house is. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we went to your house.
Oh, and I was like, I'm having a good time. Can I stay? And then, yeah.
Are you listening to anything new, you people?
Me?
Am I listening to anything new?
I started listening to a band called Chromeo. They're pretty outstanding.
Chromeo.
Yeah.
Spelled like CHR?
Yeah, like chrome and then the word O at the end. Not the word, the letter O.
Chromo. The word O.
It's pronounced Chromeo, but yeah.
Chromeo.
Yeah. They're like a pretty European band, and they've got some real hot slaps. So
White.
why? What do you mean why?
No, white.
Oh, I thought you meant like why are they European? Why do they slap? Okay.
Stop it.
Explain.
Explain that they're European and white.
Yeah, why? Riley.
What?
Why? Why are they white?
Okay. You know what has been stuck in my head recently?
What?
Me and Tay have this ritual where whenever we hang out, we watch guess the anime intro quizzes.
Oh my god.
And we're getting really, really good at them. So I often have anime intro stuck in my head now.
Do you?
And I had Kiss Kiss Fall in Love in my head for a week.
Okay.
That's a good
But
song.
whenever I hear Kiss Kiss Fall in Love, it just starts playing Avril Lavigne's Skate Off.
Yeah,
Immediately. It's
oh, anime intros.
anime shouldn't exist. Yeah.
Yeah, I love anime.
Every time I see like Bunny Senpai the anime, I'm like, nope.
Bunny
nope.
Senpai? Is
Yep.
that an anime?
Yep.
Let me look
I
it up.
don't suggest googling it.
Well,
I know Bunny's. Yeah, it's fine. It's like Rascal does not dream of Bunny Senpai. Yeah, that's right.
Imagine thinking I wouldn't like this, Jen. Why would I not want to look that up? It's a girl in a bunny costume. I mean,
An upperclassman.
You're just gonna use it to hide behind, like, so you don't have to face your big gay crush.
Imagine hiding your emotional and psychological issues behind Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai.
Anime titties.
Okay, so I've got this new anime plot.
oh my god, we should make an anime about our friendships and stuff.
Okay, but hear me out. One of the girls, she's got like big bahonkadonks.
Is that you or Hannah? It's got to be one of you.
Okay, so Hannah's got huge boobs. I mean, like some serious honkers.
Okay.
Real set of badonkas, packing some Doban hunkeros, massive Dahunka Bankaloos, big old Tan Hanagarakugas. But then one day Jen shows up with even bigger Bonk Hanagahoogs, humongous Hungalamaganangalogongos. Hungalamgananalogongos. No, I got that right.
You did.
Wait, you were intentionally.
You've been getting that.
No longos.
I thought you were just.
You've been saying that right for years.
I thought you were just saying random words that kind of sound like booby terms.
Nope.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were actually quoting something.
I am quoting something.
What are you quoting specifically?
Tumblr.
I got this new anime plot. Basically, there's a high school girl, except she's got huge boobs. I mean, some serious honkers, real set of badonkers, packing some Doban honkeros, massive. I think it's Dahunka Bankaloos is the next one.
Yeah.
I'll check in a second. Yeah, Dahunka Bankaloos, big old ton Honaga
Oh, I see. Okay.
What happens next?
Transfer student shows up one day with even bigger bonk honkahoogas, humongous hungalum gongolo gongos.
Yeah, no, you say that right. I'm pretty sure we spent ages sitting in a stairwell trying to figure out how to say that.
We did sit in a stairwell a lot, and we got kicked out all the time, and we kept coming back.
They gave up.
And then eventually a bunch of other like randoms joined us.
And that kept happening.
Um
It's your fault.
But no, they
like
sat
a
at the top of
popular
the
kid.
stairs, remember?
Yeah, we chased him away eventually.
Not us, just the other randoms. Well, Sarge
Oh.
chased them away eventually.
Yeah, but
Sarge?
he let us stay.
Oh yeah, our Sarge.
Because me and Sarge would toy.
We would tweet.
I bonded
I
with Sarge over the school sergeant. I bonded with him because I always lost my locker key and he had to cut it open every week.
He cut it
I
open?
eventually, yeah, because if you lose your locker key, then you can't get into your locker, then you can't get your books for school, and therefore you're screwed.
Right, but like, how often can you cut it open? Do they repair it every week?
No, I mean they cut the padlock.
You have to bring your own lock, yeah.
Oh.
And they cut the padlock open, and they had to do mine every week until I was the only person in school with a written note saying I didn't have to have one because Sarge was tired of my bullshit. It's the same thing with the staircase.
You truly have a penchant for losing your keys, Jen.
I haven't lost a set of keys in a really long time. I lost other shit instead, like my sanity. Thank you.
And you busted your phone. Oh, update. My parents have just passed the airport.
Yay!
Okay, well, yeah, we'll be finished recording by the time they get to yours.
Yeah, we're just vibing.
Unless we do an extra long episode. No, we don't.
Last time I lost my keys was a long time ago, and then they got them replaced with Disney princess keys to punish me.
Yeah, like, who was it? It was Elsa and, like, Belle.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Wait,
And
sorry,
then I bought
Elsa?
myself new keys and got them decked up in Star Wars characters.
Yeah. So, because Jen lost her keys, the parents were like, "All right, fine. Here are your new keys, but you get the Disney princess keys as a punishment. You get the shit keys."
Why would that be a punishment? That sounds like
I wasn't even
good.
mad. It was just like they took Taylor, and they literally went to Taylor's house, picked up Taylor, took Taylor to Keys Cuts, pointed the key display, and said, "Which ones will annoy Jen the most?" And she picked Disney Princess.
Which honestly, I fuck with.
That was.
I wouldn't want it.
I would love it.
They're great keys, and it's
Yeah, we
fine,
know, Riley, but you're
but,
just
like,
a huge homosexual.
really gotta face facts.
One day.
Facts are facts, America.
But that's because I lost my keys that had Star Wars figures on them. They replaced them with Disney princesses, and I was sad.
Well, Star Wars does have.
Mind
Disney
you, I was
princesses.
17 at the time. So.
And going through some shit.
No, I was just. I just
Sad.
lose stuff. I lose a lot.
Wait,
of
you
stuff.
were not 17 at the time.
Mhm.
You were not. No, you were not 17.
Mhm. I
were-
was in
Dude.
year 12.
You were 19.
Was I?
Yeah, you.
I mean,
no,
that
no,
wouldn't doubt me.
no. You were out of high school. I was out of high school at the time.
Really? I thought no. That was the other thing. That was the other keys I lost.
Oh, sorry. That was the second time. You're right. No, you're right.
That was the second time I lost. Yeah. The first time I lost those keys, they got replaced with the Disney Princess keys. Then I found them again, so I could put aside the Disney Princess keys. Then I lost the keys again, so I had to go back to the Disney Princess keys.
This is the anime plot.
I lose things and I break stuff, and it's just how it is.
me.
I got a new desk, and my dad was like, "Jen, you've had this desk for 3 days. Why is there a giant hole in it?" And I'm like, "Look, it just happens. It just be like that sometimes." Well, I mean, one time I was just having a nice video chat, and then I burnt a giant hole through my desk.
Oh, I've done that before with a candle.
Yeah. I just sit there and chaos happens around me.
Yeah, it's not my fault, I swear. It just happens.
It's not my fault. I was just born an agent of chaos. I just exist.
Yeah, we all just exist. That's life,
Yeah.
eh?
I did break my phone yesterday.
Oh yeah, you were telling me this, because you're like, sorry, I replied late.
Yeah, I replied late because I completely broke my phone and I had to go buy a new one. That was fun.
What?
I put it in my pocket, and it fell out of a hole in my jeans, which, you know, I broke my jeans as well, so I'm real sad.
A hole in my jeans.
You broke your jeans? How unfortunate.
Well, the booty too thick, that how it be.
That, I do, I've had that experience.
And then the pocket breaks, so your phone falls out of your pocket and then lands face down in the bathroom that you're in the middle of cleaning.
Mm.
And then you pick it up and you try and log in, and then your touch screen doesn't work, and then you're like, thanks. See, and then you get judged because your parents are like, I thought you were past breaking everything. And you're like,
You know what my sister did once? Sorry, on the topic of breaking things. One
Mhm.
time she just like went full ape strength and ripped the door of the fridge off. And then my parents were like, guess we need to buy a new fridge. Thanks, Holly. So, I don't know,
Yeah, I did that to the oven.
Are you my sister? Is that...
No, my dad was cleaning the oven. It also happened to the shower, and he handed me the glass plate that like insulated the oven because he was cleaning out the whole thing, and I grabbed it and I was holding it and it just shattered
Right.
into thousands of tiny pieces, and I was just holding it. We had to get a new oven. And then there's this one time I had a shower when I lived in France, and we had a big shower with like a curved glass front. And I had a shower. I got out. I was like 12 at the time, and I walked into the living room, and I was like, "Hey, Dad!" And then we heard shattering, and the entire bathroom, like shower, had just shattered into thousands of tiny glass pieces.
Wow. What?
And then there was the time at Woolworths when I was on the escalator, like
Oh, yeah.
2 feet behind the guy, and he fell straight through the. See, it just happens. Straight through the glass of the escalator.
What would you say is the most expensive thing you've caused? Like, you know.
When you broke a guy's arm.
I did break someone's arm once.
That probably cost less than an oven.
It was in China.
You
No,
were
it was in Paris.
No, that was here. Netball.
Jen, you went to China?
No.
I lived in China.
I didn't know that too.
I lived in China from when I was 5 to when I was 10.
That's crazy. You're our first Chinese guest.
I'm not Chinese. And then I lived in France from when I was 10 to when I was 13. We're just gonna gloss right past that, okay? And then in year 8, I moved back. And then
Right.
a year later, I met Togs.
Fucking whitest person.
Well, actually, a year later, I moved back. I went to fancy private school. I met Hannah and Taylor, and then a year later, we met Togs. I'm pretty sure. Also, that's when I met Ash.
You met after netball, I think.
But we became friends during ping pong.
During pink pong.
Ping pong.
Pink. I could have sworn we had other topics to talk about.
No, probably.
I'm gonna look back and be like, oh, duh.
Yeah, I think the most.
You just have to have Jen back.
No, we must.
Yeah, the most expensive thing I've broken, well, the most valuable thing I've broken is probably someone's arm.
So how did you do that?
Yeah, I thought it was a guy.
I might have broken his arm too.
Have you ever?
No, it was netball.
I thought it was in Paris.
No, I was playing netball.
Maybe you just lied to me.
No. Ashley was there. This person was mean to Ash in netball, so I like stomped on their foot and they fell over and then they broke their arm. They thought it was an accident, but it was not. I didn't mean for them to break their arm. I didn't mean for them to fall over. I did mean to hurt their toes.
I didn't mean to stomp on their footsies.
Things just break, you know. I think it was in China that I got hit in the face with a baseball bat.
Whoa.
That was fun.
Intentionally?
Jen has a storied existence.
Accidental. And it was also Hong Kong that I nearly got expelled for arson.
Yeah,
that is the case.
It's like all the things you've listed alone in the past like 3 minutes. I haven't done a single thing on that caliber.
And out of me and Hannah, I'm the chill one.
Oh, Jen, you know my birds that come to my house and we don't own them, but we feed them?
Yeah, the babies.
I finally named them.
What are they named?
Arson and Fraud.
Beautiful.
What kind of birds are they?
Have I committed fraud?
Rainbow lorikeets.
Ooh.
I don't think I've committed fraud yet.
Fraud.
I probably have. I've definitely committed theft.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually,
The arson is debatable.
I've not committed arson. I'm
Everyone
low-key,
thinks I was
I'm
going
low-key
to.
afraid of fire.
I stole for the first time in my life a couple of days ago.
Oh, really? What did you steal?
Ooh.
Was it intentional stealing?
Yeah, because I was with Hannah and
Did you steal someone's heart? Oh yeah, that'll do it too.
and I remember after it was done, I was like, "Oh, that was my first time," and she was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
Oh my god, virgin. Peer pressure, do it now.
It was a little rubber crocodile.
You were just like, it's my first time committing crime, and I was like, oh. You were like, it was with Hannah, and I was like, oh yeah. Yeah. I was hanging out with Des once, and our friend Des, and said to me just randomly out of the blue, you know, if I needed anybody to commit arson with, Jen, it'd be you. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Thanks.
This is a very illegal episode of. Maybe we should not air this one.
No. This one's vague. It's fine.
Okay.
It's vague. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I wasn't.
Well, and there's no way to know if we're telling the truth. I have committed the crime of lying.
See, the whole point with being
I lied to the
like
cops.
almost expelled is I was moving anyway, so they didn't bother doing it.
Mm.
But like, I wasn't actually going to burn down the school. I mean, it's physically impossible to burn down the school with 2 rocks.
What, like a caveman? You just smack them together?
Yeah, right. I was with my friend, and I'm like, oh, I have these 2 rocks. Ha ha, caveman. Boom, boom. And they were like, you. And I was like, ah. Because apparently, young Jen was capable of arson.
I mean,
And now
debate
old
that.
Jen is.
I won't debate that. That I probably could have. I also got the award for taking care of the chinchilla the best. So like, that's the 2 sides.
So who's the real winner of that class? God, class pets. What a strange concept.
Yeah,
you know what
right.
we had fucking class pet as a class pet?
What?
Sea monkeys.
I was not allowed as a child to have sea monkeys.
Because you killed them so rapidly.
No, because my parents were afraid that I would murder them on purpose.
Because you would biologically engineer them and end up with super sea monkeys.
You know, that sounds fun. Do you remember the time that I convinced the female Christian studies teacher that I was a sociopath?
Which one?
The
First of
woman
all,
with the brown hair.
For those of you who don't know, who live in America, I don't know if you have SOR, studies of religion, or something like that. But Christian studies is a big thing in private schools here in Sydney.
No, the woman, just before we got Guitar Face.
Just before we got... I'll fucking dox him, Mr. Macaulay.
Oh, that's his name. I'd forgotten.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Macaulay.
Before we got him, we had the 2. We had the kind of cool guy,
Mr.
and that woman.
Because okay, I won't say his first name, but his first name started with an S. So his email was Schwang at Redlands.
Yes, Schwang, Mr. Schwang. And him and the other woman, the woman that taught alongside him. Do you remember her? She had like brown hair.
No, I don't.
She taught the other Christian studies class, not the one that you and I had, even though they were different classes. We had Schwang.
No, I didn't pay attention.
Me neither, but the thing is she put on My Sister's Keeper once for us to watch, right? And I zoned out for the entire thing because I don't give a shit about My Sister's Keeper.
My parents are here.
Okay. I'll tell you, Riley. But there's this thing about Cameron Diaz's face.
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz.
That entertains me. This is her cry face. Like, I watched her cry face makes me laugh. And so, like, her sister and My Sister's Keeper just, like, she died. And Cameron Diaz went, ah, and I just
I'm gonna bounce.
shit.
I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for the
Okay.
episode. Bye.
There's only like 1 minute left, Jen.
Yeah.
So we can do this ourselves.
But yeah, I lost my shit, and I started laughing, and everybody else was trying to, like, hide their laughter, but, you know, I didn't give a shit. And so she was staring at me, and she took me aside after class, and she's like, that's not appropriate, and I was like, why?
Did she have a response to that?
She looked scared.
She looked scared because you were laughing at someone's crying face?
I was laughing at somebody crying over the body of their dead sister with cancer.
Do you want? I've done something similar, actually. We were watching The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Oh, that'll do it, yeah.
And I just started laughing in class. And my teacher was like, that's not funny. Because she was like a really, really old Jewish woman. So I was like, I shouldn't have laughed. But
Yeah, it's not a funny topic, but Cameron Diaz's cry face is funny.
I know. I've just put that on screen. I've just put a crying face
Right?
on. Yeah, it's.
Isn't it funny?
I mean, it's not funny.
Right. But that's the thing. And then yeah, so she thought I was a sociopath.
Mm.
That was fun. She avoided me then.
Yeah, well.
I'm like that.
I find it really hard to carry a conversation without Togs here.
Oh, poor baby. But yeah, so that's the long and storied history of just stuff that happens around me.
Mm. Stuff that. Oh, actually, you know what? We've just hit an hour, so
Hey,
that's.
he's like, oh, Tox is gone. I'm done.
What?
Okay,
Well,
let me serenade us out with a beautiful saying of, I don't think Riley could function without Tox. So I'm going to amend my plan to prematurely end this podcast forever. Instead of killing Riley so it never happens again, I'm just going to kill Tox.